Hello, my dears. Welcome to the last episode in insurance claim. So, here the topic is loss of profit policy or consequential loss policy. So, my dears, an ordinary fire insurance policy covers only the loss on account of stock or properties destroyed by fire accident. Right? An ordinary fire insurance policy covers only the loss of stock destroyed by fire accident. Okay, but it does not cover loss of profit. It does not cover the loss of profit. So to cover the loss of profit, we need to take a separate policy. That separate policy is called loss of profit policy. So why we are taking loss of profit policy? What is the purpose of loss of profit policy means? Here in loss of profit policy, it indemnifies the insured any loss of profit suffered by him. Okay, it indemnifies the insured any loss of profit suffered by him consequent on the destruction of business properties by fire accident. So this is a need of loss of profit policy. Okay. So under this policy, generally what are the losses will be covered? What are the losses will be covered under this policy means loss or profit due to inability to produce and sell. The first point, loss of profit due to inability to produce and sell, and also the loss of standing charges due to their non-recovery or less recovery because of no production or less production as a result of fire accident, and also the increased cost of working as a result of fire, such as renting a new business place temporarily for conducting the business operations. Okay, so such type of losses are covered under loss of profit policy. Okay, so my dears, so before going to the problems, before going to calculate the insurance claim, here we need to know the meaning of these terms. Okay, see the first term, indemnity period. Okay, so what is indemnity period means? The period beginning with the occurrence of the damage and ending not later than 12 months. Okay, the period beginning with the occurrence of the damage and ending not later than 12 months period. 12 months. So that is called indemnity period. Okay, and thereafter, during which the results of the business shall be affected in consequence of the damage. Okay, next, standing charges. So what is standing charges means? Here insured standing charges. So these charges are specified in the policy which the insured desires to recover in case of an accident. Okay, so these charges are specified in the policy which the insured desires to recover in case of an accident. Such charges include rent, rates and taxes, and interest on debentures and loans, salaries of permanent staff, wages of skilled workers, okay, director fee, auditor's fee, advertisement, traveling, okay, and also unspecified standing charges, unspecified standing charges, but these charges not exceeding 5% of the amount of specified standing charges. Okay, we take not exceeding 5% of the amount of specified standing charges. Okay, so this is about standing charges. Next, annual turnover. So my dears, here annual turnover means the turnover during the 12 months immediately preceding the date of the damage. Okay, annual turnover means the turnover during the 12 months immediately preceding the date of the damage. The damage means the fire accident. Next, standard turnover. So here standard turnover means the turnover during that period, the 12 months immediately before the date of damage, which corresponds with the indemnity period. Okay, standard turnover means the turnover during that period in the 12 months immediately before the date of damage, which corresponds with the indemnity period. Right. Next, rate of gross profit. So here rate of gross profit means the rate of gross profit earned on the turnover during the financial year immediately before the date of damage. Okay, so how to calculate rate of gross profit? Okay, we'll explain later. Next, gross profit. So here gross profit is very important. So gross profit means it is calculated by adding the amount of insured standing charges to the net profit. How to calculate gross profit means by adding the amount of insured standing charges, okay, to the net profit, we get the gross profit amount, right? In case of net loss, gross profit is the amount of insured standing charges, such a proportion of any net trading loss as the amount of the insured standing charges bear to all standing charges of the business. Okay, so here all standing charges means insured plus uninsured standing charges of the business. Okay, so simply remember gross profit. How we get gross profit means by adding the amount of insured standing charges to the net profit, we get gross profit amount, right? So remember these 6 points. Next, I'm going to explain how to compute the claim of loss of profit. Okay, so in your textbook, clearly the steps are given on page number 17, right? See, the first step, calculate short sales. The first step is calculate short sales by comparing the sales made during the abnormal period in the year of 5 with the sales of the same period of the year preceding the year of 5. So in this connection, it may be remembered that calculation of short sales is to be made for the period of dislocation due to 5 or the period of indemnity for which policy is taken, whichever is less. So remember, my dears, in calculation of short sales, by comparing the sales made during the abnormal period in the year of 5 with the sales of the same period of the year preceding the year of 5. So in this way we calculate short sales amount. Okay, next, second step, calculate rate of gross profit of the financial year preceding the year of 5. Okay, so how to calculate rate of gross profit? So here one formula is there. So rate of gross profit is equal to net profit plus insured standing charges. Net profit plus insured standing charges divided by sales of the financial year preceding the year of 5. Sales of the financial year preceding the year of 5 into 100. Okay, so by this principle we calculate the rate of gross profit. Okay, so your calculation of rate of gross profit for loss of profit policy is different from the normal rate of gross profit. Okay, in last episode I explained how to calculate normal rate of gross profit, we calculated now, but here calculation of rate of gross profit for loss of profit policy is different. Okay, so by using this principle we calculate the rate of gross profit here. Next, third step, calculate loss of profit on short sales. So here by applying the rate of gross profit as calculated in second step. Okay, how to calculate loss of profit on short sales means by applying the rate of gross profit which we calculated in second step. Next, fourth step, add increased cost of working incurred to mitigate the effect of the loss on account of short sales to the loss of profit as calculated in third step. Okay, so the claim for increased cost of working is restricted to the lowest of the following amounts. Okay, so in these three amounts we have to compare. Okay, what amount is lowest, that amount only we take. See, first point, actual increased working expenses or net profit plus insured constant expenses all divided by net profit plus all constant expenses into increased working cost. Okay, or gross profit on sales resulting from the increased working expenses. Okay, next, fifth step, deduct the amount of expenses saved as a result of the fire from the total claim as calculated in fourth step, and the resultant figure will be the amount of gross claim for loss of profit. Okay, and the last step, the gross claim as calculated in fifth step is subject to the average clause as follows. Okay, so in last episode I explained now, when we apply average clause, when in the problem amount of policy, insurance policy amount is given, we apply average clause. So here further the principle is amount of policy divided by gross profit on 12 months adjusted sales immediately preceding the date of 5 into gross claim. Okay, so my dears, here the figure so calculated will be the amount of claim for loss of profit to be lodged with the insurance company. Okay, so this amount, by using this principle we calculate some amount now, so that amount only called as the claim for loss of profit to be lodged. Okay, It may be remembered that the average clause is to be applied only if the amount of the policy is less than the gross profit on the day on the adjusted turnover of 12 months preceding the date of file. Okay, so we know this point. For the calculation of the adjusted turnover, adjustments are made to the turnover of 12 months immediately preceding the date of file, as may be necessary to provide for the trend of the business. Okay, and similarly, the amount of short sales will be adjusted if any increase or decrease is to be expected in the year of file. Okay, so the problem again I will explain about these points. Okay, so from given information we have to apply the formula. Okay, in calculation of gross profit. Okay, so my dears, to understand the problems easily in this topic you should remember these principles. Along with these terms you should remember these two important principles. This is the first one, calculation of rate of gross profit. To calculate rate of gross profit, what is the formula? Net profit plus insured standing charges divided by sale of the financial year preceding the year of file into 100. Okay. Next, second principle, calculation of claim. Calculation of claim to be lodged on average clause basis. The last step. Okay. So first we take amount of policy, which they give in the question, divided by loss of profit on the preceding 12 months adjusted sales. This amount we have to find out into gross claim. Okay, so these two principles are very important. Now one problem I am going to explain. In your textbook on page number 33, the problem number 15. On December 31st, 2016, a fire damaged the premises of Vehi Bros Limited, and the business of the company was disorganized until March 31st, 2017. The company was insured under a loss of profit policy for 26,000. Okay, insurance policy amount is given 26,000 with a 6 months period of indemnity. Right. The company's accounts for the year ended March 31st, 2016 showed a turnover of 70,000 rupees with a net profit of 8,000 rupees. What is the net profit amount is given? 8,000 rupees. The amount of standing charges. The amount of standing charges covered by the insurance and debited in the year was 20,000 rupees. Okay, standing charges amount 20,000. The turnover for the 12 months ended December 31st, 2016 was 78,000 rupees. Turnover amount is 78,000. Okay, and the turnover during the period the business was dislocated amounted to 8,000 rupees. Okay, expenses, while during the corresponding period in the preceding year it was 17,000 rupees. Okay, a sum of 2,000 rupees was spent as additional expenses to mitigate the effect of the loss, there being however no saving is standing charges as a result of the fire. So should prepare a claim to be submitted in respect of consequential loss policy. Okay, the amount of claim we have to calculate. See, so in this problem, first of all, we need to calculate the short sales amount. So calculation of short sales. From given information, I am calculating the short sales amount. Okay. So here sales from 1st January 2016 to 31st March 2016. Okay. How much sales amount is given? 17,000 rupees. Right. So from this amount, from the sales, we deduct the sales from 1st January 2017 to 31st March 2017. Okay, that is 8,000 rupees. These two amounts are already given in the problem. Okay, then we get 9,000 rupees of short sales amount. What is the short sales amount? 9,000 rupees. Okay, so how we got this amount? From sales from 1st January 2016 to 31st March 2016, this last year, 17,000 rupees. Okay, and sales from 1st January 2017 to 31st March 2017, because on what date the fire accident is happened? On December 31st, 2016. December 31st, 2016, the fire accident is happened. Okay, So that's why we are taken the sales amount for this date. So here sales from 1st January 2017 to 31st March 2017 means sales during the period the business was dislocated. Okay, now sales during the period the business was dislocated. It's 8,000 rupees. Okay, right. Next, in second step, we calculate the rate of gross profit. Okay, calculation of the rate of gross profit. Here to calculate the rate of gross profit, okay, one formula I explained. What is the formula? See, net profit plus insured standing charges divided by sales of the financial year preceding the year of 5 into 100. Okay, so all this information is given in the problem. Just to you have to apply. So in the problem, net profit is given 8,000 rupees plus standing charges also given 20,000 rupees divided by sales of the financial year preceding the year of 5. Okay, so it is also given 70,000 rupees into 100. So by simplifying this, I am getting 40 percentage. So this is a rate of gross profit. Okay, the next step, calculation of loss of profit on short sales. Okay, we calculate loss of profit on short sales amount. So here how much short sales we got? 9,000 rupees. And what is the rate of gross profit? 40 percentage. So therefore loss of profit is equal to 9,000 into 40 percentage. That means 3,600 rupees only. Okay, next, calculation of total claim of loss. Calculation of total claim of loss. Okay, so first we take loss on profit on short sales, that is 3,600. So to this amount we add additional expenses. So in this problem, additional expenses is given 2,000 rupees. So this additional expenses which to mitigate the effect of the loss is 2,000 rupees. So I'm adding this amount. So adding 2,000 rupees additional expenses, got 5,600 rupees of gross claim. So this is the amount of gross claim. Okay, now the last step. In last step, what is the formula we use? In this problem, insurance policy amount is given now. So we apply average clause. Amount of policy divided by loss of profit on the preceding 12 months adjusted sales into gross claim. So in this problem, amount of policy is given 26,000 total policy amount divided by loss of profit on the preceding 12 months adjusted sales. Okay, adjusted sales is 40% of 78,000. You know, total 78,000 given. On that we take 40 percentage amount into gross claim. So what's the gross claim amount? 5,600. Okay, so by simplifying this we get the answer, that is 4,667. Okay, so this is a problem. Okay, in loss of profit policy. Okay, next one more problem I'm going to explain. Your textbook, open the problem number 17. This is very important problem on page number 33. See problem number 17. See here, from the following particulars, ascertain the amount of claim under a loss of profit policy. Assume a 10% upward trend in the sales of the current year over this of the previous year. Okay, so here how much amount increase? 10% upward trend. Okay, 10% is increased in current year. So clearly the information is given. Indemnity period is 6 months. Policy amount also given 6 lakhs. Date of 1st July 2017 is important. Okay, reception up to 1st November 2017. Sales for the year ended 31st March 2017. 24 lakhs in last year. Net profit for the year ended 31st March 2017, 2 lakhs 60,000. Next, insured standing charges for the year ended 31st March 2017, 3 lakhs 40,000. Then insured sales from 1st July 2016 to 30th June 2017, okay, 32 lakhs, right? Next, sales from 1st July 2017 to 1st November 2017 is 3 lakhs. Next, sales from 1st July 2016 to 1st November 2016 is 10 lakhs rupees. Okay, so this is the information. We have to calculate the amount of claim under a loss of profit policy. So first we take, we calculate short sales amount. Okay, so calculation of short sales. See the question. So here the sales of last year is given 10 lakhs rupees. Sales of last year, that means from July 1st to 2016 to 1st November 2016, given 10 lakhs rupees. So to this amount we add upward trend of 10 percentage. Okay, so 10 percentage is increased now. So here 10 percentage means 1 lakh. So what is the total? 11 lakhs. So from this amount we deduct the sales during dislocation period, 3 lakhs rupees. Okay, 3 lakhs rupees. What is the balance? 8 lakhs rupees. This is only the short sales amount, right? Next, second step, calculation of gross profit. Okay, calculation of gross profit. What is the principle? Net profit plus insured standing charges divided by sales of the financial year preceding the year of fire into 100. Okay, see, gross profit is equal to net profit, that is 2,60,000, plus insured standing charges given 3,40,000 divided by sales for the year ended 31st March 2017 is 24 lakhs into 100. So here I am getting 25 percentage of gross profit, right? Next step, we calculate loss of profit. Okay, so your loss of profit, how we get means, in this problem, short sales into gross profit ratio. Short sales into gross profit ratio. So short sales, how much we got? 8 lakhs. And what is the rate? 25 percentage. So therefore loss of profit amount is 2 lakhs rupees. Okay, next, adjusted sales for 12 months immediately before date of file. Okay, adjusted sales for 12 months immediately before date of fire accident. Okay, how to get this amount means 32 lakhs plus 10 percentage. Okay, 32 lakhs plus 10 percentage. See, sales from 1st July 2016, sales from 1st July 2016 to 30th June 2017 means that is only the immediately before date of file. Okay, is given 32 lakhs plus 10 percentage. Upward time is given now. What is the upward trend? 10 percentage. So here I am getting 35 lakhs 20,000. Okay, next, insurable amount. Therefore insurable amount is equal to 25 percentage of, yes, adjusted sales. It is 35 lakhs 20,000. So that means 8 lakhs 80,000 rupees. Okay, so this is a insurable amount. Okay, here insurable amount means this amount. Loss of profit on the preceding 12 months adjusted sales. Okay. So now the last step. The insurance policy amount is given now. So yes, calculation of claim to be lodged on average clause basis. See, what is the principal amount of policy divided by loss of profit on the preceding 12 month sales into gross claim. So in this problem, what is the policy amount? So the second point, 6 lakhs rupees. 6 lakhs divided by, okay, loss of profit on the preceding 12 month sales. So that is, yes, 8 lakhs 80,000, okay, into gross claim. What is the gross claim amount? 2 lakhs. Okay, gross claim means loss of profit. So by simplifying this, I'm getting 1,36,364 rupees. So this is the insurance claim amount. Okay, next see one more problem. It's problem number 20. This is a very simple problem. Okay, see the question. Yes, a firm has decided to arrange for a loss of profits insurance, and you are required to finalize the sum to be insured on a full insurance basis from the following figure for the last financial year. It is anticipated that for the current financial year, turnover will increase by 10 percentage. Okay, current year turnover will increase by 10 percentage, and that all standing expenses will remain unchanged. Okay, standing expenses are same only. Total variable expenses 21 lakhs, and fixed expenses. In fixed expenses, say wages and salaries, depreciation of all fixed assets, insurance premium, audit fee, director's fee, travelers expenses, postage, cables and telephone, trade subscriptions, rent rates and taxes are given. Okay, so these all are fixed expenses. So total 4 lakhs 92,000. Next, non-operating income. Non-operating income is given 50,000 rupees. So this non-operating income we deduct from net profit amounts to get the gross profit amount, right? And the net profit is given 4 lakhs 8,000 rupees. This is very easy problem. See, problem number 20. So here first we calculate the gross profit amount. Direct I am calculating gross profit amount. Okay. So here gross profit amount how to get means net profit. Net profit is given 4 lakhs 8,000. Okay, from this minus non-operating income. Non-operating income, that is 50,000 rupees. Okay, the balance 3 lakhs 58,000. Okay, then add fixed expenses. Add fixed expenses. So total fixed expenses direct I am taking 4 lakhs 92,000. So the balance is 8 lakhs 50,000. This is the amount of gross profit. Okay, so the gross profit amount 8 lakhs 50,000. Okay, so my dears, if gross profit is given means how to find out net profit? Okay, suppose gross profit is there. Okay, so how we get net profit means by deducting fixed expenses and by adding non-operating income we get net profit. Here we did reverse. Okay, right. Next, so in the problem, if sales, your sales are increased by 10 percentage in the current year, right? Sales are increased by 10 percentage in the current year, so gross profit shall also increase to the same extent in the sales amount. When the sales amount is increased by 10 percentage, what is the meaning? Okay, that means gross profit shall also increase to the same extent, so rate of gross profit remaining the same. Hence the policy uh, should be for see, gross profit on the basis of last year. Okay, gross profit on the basis of last year. Okay, the policy should be gross profit on the basis of last year. What is the last year amount? Calculated now 8 lakhs 50,000 rupees. So to this amount we add 10 percentage. 10 percentage only increase now. So 10 percentage increase due to 10% increase in sales. 10 percentage increase due to 10% increase in sales. Why we are adding this 10 percentage amount means due to 10% increase in sales. So here 10 percentage means 85,000. So here I am getting 9 lakhs 35,000 rupees. So this is the amount of loss of profit policy. Okay. So therefore amount of loss of profit policy is 9 lakhs 35,000. Okay. So this is a simple problem but important problem. The similar problems are given in our textbook, so you can practice up to 20th problem. Okay, now right. So with this I completed the syllabus for this semester. Okay, so now it's your time, so should practice well and do your best. Okay, thank you. I wish you all the best.